Okay, this time I'll go over question number 5, 2018. So during the chemical reaction of y equals f of t, models by in the grams, like blah blah blah, it's right here. The function of y of t satisfies the differential equation of this one, okay? Now using the line tangent, okay, line tangent, so it's a y equals mx plus b or whatever. Approximates the amount of the substance remaining at t equals 2. So basically, you're trying to find what's that called? When t is equal to 0, and then you gotta find what y value is. So let's try to do this one. So do you see there are 10 grams when t equals to 0? So that's the y1, and t equals 0, that's gonna be x1. So keep that in mind. When it comes to differential equation, dy dt, t is equal to 0, y is equal to 10. So basically, since you're trying to find a differential equation for this one, that's what you gotta plug in. But luckily, I don't have to plug in 0 because dy dt, which is a slope, is equal to negative 0.02 y squared. But if I plug in this number, it's gonna be what? 10 squared. So negative 0.02 times 10 squared is like 100. So times 100 means I'm gonna move this one 2 to the right. So 1, 2. So it's gonna be just negative 2. Okay? If it is 1,000, you're moving 3 to the right. So it's gonna be negative 2. That's gonna be our slope. But again, what we're trying to find is y minus y1. So here, y minus y1 equals slope x minus x1. That's what we're trying to find. And it's very simple. But this time, we are gonna try to find what's it called? What is it? Wait. What's the line tangent is when this is equal to 2? So actually, we're not gonna use this one. We are gonna just use this. Y equals mx plus b. This is gonna be easier instead of that because we already know slope, which is negative 2, right? X plus, we already know y-intercept. Y-intercept is when x is equal to 0, which is 10. So it's gonna be 10. And you wanna know how much is it gonna be when t is equal to 2. So only thing that you have to do is negative 2 to you plug in, and then you will be able to find the number. Because if we use slope intercept form, we cannot find it because we don't have a y1. So it's gonna be, we will be able to find b, but that's gonna take longer. So it's gonna be 6. So that's gonna be the answer. But if you use slope intercept form, that's gonna take longer because y minus y1, we don't know what y equals slope, negative 2, x minus, because first you gotta find x. So that's gonna, still you can find it, like y minus 10 equals negative 2, x minus 0. And then you should be able to find something like y minus 10 is equal to negative 2x. And what? Y equals negative 2x plus 10. And then you can plug in 2. So it's y equals negative 2 and 2 plus 10. Y equals 6. Still you get the answer, but again, this is longer. So whichever you want. So let's do B. Using the given differential equation, determine whether the graph f could resemble the following graph, which means can this graph be happening, and give the reason for the answer. So this one is simple. So y-intercept should be 0, 10, no matter what, because we already know t equals 0, y is equal to 10, so we know that. But do you see this is the negative slope? Keep negative slope. Somewhere it's gonna be 0 slope, and then now it's gonna be positive slope, right? So we gotta know this. Now, let's look at the slope. dy dt is equal to negative 0.02 y squared, right? So that's the slope. Do you see slope changes? So it's gonna be negative slope at here. it's gonna be 0 and it's gonna be t, right? But watch this one. Do you see y value is always positive number? It does not go below 0. Which means no matter what you put for the y, like even the lowest number you put, let's say like 0 or I don't know what number is this, like 3 or 5, whichever, let's say 5 squared. You know, because of this negative, you are going to get negative number. Do you see? So because of this reason, there's no way that this is going to be a positive slope. There's no way. So here, how will you write it? Like no matter what you put, the slope should be negative. Should be negative. So positive slope can't be happening. So it is not resemble. If it does resemble, you can so for example, let's say it resemble, then you can say starting at this point, this is positive, so it is resemble. Like you can write like that. Like, but this one does not resemble, so whenever you have question, it's gonna be pretty simple, okay? Now these two questions, C and D, it will take another maybe 10 to 20 minutes, and I believe I spent too much time on first two questions, so I'll make separate video for C and D. I think I'm gonna have like a lot of videos for this. Yep, that's it guys for this video. See you soon. Bye.